Hello YouTubers, it's Travis, welcome back. I have for you today a draft that kind of started weird. I couldn't figure out what was open, kind of waffled around a little bit until we finally found the open lane. And the open lane was a deck that while I've played against it plenty of times, I haven't had the opportunity to play very often. So I was pretty excited to take this one out for a spin, and I'll let you decide what you think of the quality of the deck. If you like what you're seeing here, please do consider subscribing to the channel. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, which is a big deal for YouTubers, and it'll get you an alert when a new video goes live. And if you really like what I'm doing, do check out my Patreon. There's a link below, and you can directly to support what we're doing here. With that said, I hope that you enjoy today's draft. All right. This is an interesting pack because I think I could make an argument for a bunch of the cards in it. We could take Runo, we could take the Brambleworm, we could take the Lumberknot, we could take the Fierce Retribution, and we could take the Abrade. All of them seem reasonable. I think the Worm leads into more decks that I'm interested in, but this is a preference pick because those are all good cards. The Worm moves now? That's pretty cool. Well, nothing here to really pair with the Worm necessarily. This guy's a little bit of a reason to get into a life gain deck. And I don't consider this premium removal. I consider it kind of replaceable 2-drop. So I guess we'll take the Bloodseeker and see where that goes. I'm not feeling particularly locked into any potential game plan currently. All right, this is again two kind of bum uncommons. The Lantern Bearer I feel like goes in more decks than a lot of these other cards. But I'm going to need a sign here in a moment. Give me some sort of sign. Pack doesn't really have a sign, does it? We've got Griffwing Cavalry. I haven't had a good experience with Griffwing Cavalry yet. I feel like the Drogskull Infantry is probably the best card in the pack, but it's close. Yeah, I suppose we can keep ourselves open to like all sorts of different color pairs, but does it though, Major? Like, there's white cards, but there's not a reason to be playing white. It may just be that there were a bunch of white cards in that pack. It's really difficult to tell so far. Pick a red card out of the next one. Usually around pick 5 is where things start to make sense, and you're like, okay, I know what we should be looking at or thinking about here. Really getting that vibe. Belligerent Guest is a fine card. Yeah, I'm just going to take the wilds. I don't know where we should be thinking to go from here. I'm just going to grab us a wilds. That keeps us a little more open. All right, Scavenger's at least a decent card. Markov Retribution? Huh. Is the secret that we're supposed to be vampires? I mean, this is the first reason I've seen to be doing anything, so let's talk. The Bloodseeker doesn't really go with that. I mean, you can get the blood token somewhere else, I suppose. Okay, again, I'm confused. But the Slinger's the best card in that pack. We're really more of a pack 4 deck, I think. I did talk to my class about how to save a train wreck draft, but I also don't think we're anywhere near train wreck levels just yet. We're at, hey, I'm not sure what's open, which, I mean, it's just something that's going to happen. And it may actually be that red-green is where we're supposed to go. Because, like, this is a pretty decent uncommon for red-green specifically. The challenge is I can just take the Spore Crawler and be open to a little bit more stuff, but I'm willing to explore this. Celebrants are just all right, or whatever you're doing. I think red-green may be where we're supposed to be going. We'll see where this takes us. I do play the knife sometimes. It's not an unplayable card. But we just, you know, like these things wheeling is actually pretty decent. I don't mind one Epicure if we're going to wheel them. But I think we're probably not playing white or blue. It's still a bit of a question what the other colors might be. So we're at some sort of Jund thing currently. I think that leaves me on the Investigator's Journal here. I'm still thinking there's a slim possibility we could get into vampires, but it did feel like red-green was a little better. But this is going to give us card draw in a color pair that shouldn't really have it. Which I can kind of dig. This usually needs a little bit of ramp to go with it, and Nature's Embrace is at least interesting in that you can do multicolor stuff. We've got a wild, so splashing could be a real option for us. If we got past something like a wedding announcement, all of a sudden white might still be back on the menu. And at the very least, we could splash it. I've used up all the counters and sacrificed it in a game before. We're probably not looking to play that, or that currently, but could. And I don't really have a reason to be playing black cards. I just happen to have a few of them. Naya things? I want to make sure I'm not encouraged to play green to splash one of the other two colors if I should just be red-white, which is why I took this out. It's still there. We can still go back to it. But I don't want to kind of lose focus about what this deck is actually looking to do. Because there's a chance we're just supposed to be red-white. Like, we get our first removal spell here if we take a Sigarda's Imprisonment. I'm not unhappy with that. Yeah, I think we have a direction we're being signaled here. So let's just hop on in. Probably play the Epicure. We'll see if we need it. I kind of like it in black-red a little more. Because you've got some expectation of being able to buy it back. That's probably not going to be amazing for us, but we could play it. I'm going to need 3s. Acceptable. Yeah, Centaur Courser with upside is my view. I could take the Rallier, which would be okay, or we could consider splashing this. It's kind of like splashing for a 4 damage sorcery speed spell. I might do it though. Like, there's still a world where I should be doing that stuff. Dude, there's a Markov, another Retribution. What if we're actually doing this? I know I'm going back and forth a little bit here, but it's going to be okay. Because I kind of just need to take everything that says vampire now, and I can still splash the wedding announcement, and I don't need to splash the imprisonment anymore. I think we found it. It just took a minute. Probably take the wolf out then, just for the view? What do you mean? I still need 2 drops. We're not going to get enough vampires that we end up not playing some of those. Play more celebrants. Come on in. I mean, that's a 2-drop vampire. Is there a better one here? This might actually be better for our deck, which feels a little weird. Yeah, I appreciate the Gatekeeper is nice. It's so nice. Why is this nice? It's a 2/1 first strike. I guess there's a chance that I'm going to see another one of these, so sure, it's fine. But I think there's a possibility we'd rather have the 1/4. I don't need to worry about splashing the white now. Like, here's the Gatekeeper. Yeah, I wish I could go back in time and swap that out. I don't think I was supposed to take the Gatekeeper there. I do just need enough stuff that says vampire on it. I don't think we got in the right color pair. Because, like, is this even good? I don't know. It's old. All of my 5-drops can be celebrants. I doubt we play that, but we could. I need like 3 more playables. But I guess if we don't get it, we just play the Gargantua, the Dissenter, and whatever else we pick up and call it a deck. Anya's pretty good. Not unhappy about that. I think this is still worth playing, even though we're not really gaining life and making tokens. Just being able to flip it and have the drain is probably still worth it. But it's obviously a little better in black-white. Phew, lordy. Somebody passed us an Anyi, but is fighting us for these colors. I don't know what that's all about. I think we only get 1 a turn with this, right? Yeah. I don't think it's quite infinite. But it ain't too bad. I could play an aim from the head pretty happily. Yeah, I've got enough creatures we could consider playing one of these. I'd like to wheel one more common vampire. And I'd like to go back in time and trade this in for the big butted vampire. But I don't have to because we wheeled it. And that's amazing. That does give us some kind of way to do things with stuff. Hey, if that's the deck, I'll play it. I can work with this. We need one more card, and I wouldn't mind a combat trick. But we could just put the aim for the head in this, and I think be pretty happy. I don't mind the splash being a little weak. Yeah, let's take an aim for the head here. Like, I think I'm supposed to splash this off of one plains in the Evolving Wilds and not stress so much about only having 2 sources because we'll just discard it to blood tokens. Is there anything better than the Epicure? Not really. Yeah, this is my jam. And this still lets me have enough of the other sources that we can play. Because this deck still needs like 9 red sources. It's a red deck. I mean, I don't think it's too early to use our Fruitcake Elemental Sleeves, do you? Let's take this one out for a spin. It might have a shot. I haven't really drafted red-black vampires before. I've bumped into it a bunch, I just didn't really ever feel like I was in the right seat for it, but I feel like we are now. All right. I'm supposed to be the aggro deck. It's not exactly encouraging, is it? You were most assuredly not invited. I mean, sometimes you just gotta grab a leg. Dang it. They had crap in their hand. Straight up garbage. We got to cut that against this opponent. They don't have good enough cards that we're happy to have any of them exiled. Okay. Seems very reasonable. Okay. What's up, nobody? How you be? This leaves me alive, right? So they're in step, yeah. I mean, it leaves me barely alive. I think I'd rather cash these two cards in. Hey Vince, thanks for the raid, man. Hope things are going well in your world. I'll spam some cats for Vince. Quality people. Quality people. I find myself in a bit of an awkward spot. Don't much care for it. Yeah, I think I need to untap with the mana to do something rather than try to find raw cards, because I need to kill them right now, or we're kind of dead. Rather not be dead. So you're not doing anything right now, get out of here. And who else is not doing anything? A land is not doing anything. So technically, if they don't block, that could be really interesting is all I'm saying. They probably block, right? I would block. But maybe they don't. It's not enough damage to kill you. You should just take it. You should absolutely just take it. Why did you block? Okay. So we've got 2 Abrades, and I need to draw one of them. What's going to give me the most chances to draw that? It doesn't actually matter. Because I have to hit a braid now. If this is a land, I could play the land and the wedding announcement. Draw the card, and it could be in a braid. But that's as close as I can get to my outs. Two of braids. We could have hit them, but we didn't. And now we're dead. All right, so this is an aggressive opponent. Well, it's kind of all 3/3s in a wedding invitation. So I don't need something like the knife. I really don't need aim for the head. I could be happier with things that can block. And I'd love to be able to splash the other imprisonment, but I can't. So we're going to have to run it like this. This is best of 3 Crimson Vow Draft. Generally speaking, what you'll find me playing, I was trying to play the, they've got like a standard Tripleton event, and I was having some fun with it, but the queue appears to be broken. Right. Yeah, we found the braid. One of the two. Well, thanks for checking it out, then, Garth. I had some fun with it today. Significantly more than I was expecting. Yeah, it's a common in this set, too, Mentor. You are not going to be here anymore because you're dead. You're not welcome here. Neat. Super fun. Oh, good times. Good times. We're dead. In case you were wondering, we're just literally dead. Just dead. Bye. Well, the first game was interesting. This one was more like, oh, they got me. I didn't much care for it. I get to do that, which is kind of cool. But not really cool enough. I guess this lets us draw a little deeper if we want to, and I could kill the bat with the idea that maybe we can sacrifice that. It's something. Because I need cards right now. That's not enough cards. Neat! Another abrade! Okay, when does this happen? When it dies. Okay. That is currently my plan. Yeah, we currently have the ability to maybe do both. The challenge, of course, is I may have to kill that freaking Griff Rider, which I really don't want to do. Magic, thank you for the host. Because that will eventually kill me. Oh, carp. This doesn't do anything. A 3/3 doesn't do anything. Well, I can't even cast this, and making them sacrifice one of these things doesn't functionally matter, does it? Oh, this is tough. All right, I think we delay that decision for a turn, gain a little bit of life, try to save the Abrade. Why now? It's a really interesting decision to do post-combat. I'm not calling shenanigans. I'm just saying that's weird. I kind of am too. This is mostly keeping me in the game for now. I guess they were just attacking to get the counter on the Griff Rider. So maybe it's not that insane. Because I will eventually have to kill the thing. You fooled. Raz, thank you for the resub. I kind of think we can race 3 in the air. It's really only 2 in the air if you think about it. Y'all spam some cats for Raz. Thank you very much for the resub, my friend. Boop. I can't swing team here, unfortunately. But I can still get a decent swing in. That's enough to just kill him, right? Yeah. I mean, they're already dead. But I want to do this anyway, because it pleases me. Splat. Edgar Markov, no problem. Like I said when they played it, this is not a problem for our deck at all, and we're still winning. That's what I said. That's actually what I said. If you heard anything different, you're going to have to clean out your ears. I still don't think I want to aim for the head against them, because like they're still just going to play this out as fast as they possibly can. It sure does. But I think a braid is more likely to work and not flub up our mana. I mean, we could try it, but we'd be splashing imprisonment off of 3 sources. This is a little greedy. We are about to go on the draw, so I don't hate it. I'm just like, I want you to understand this is a challenging mana base. Yeah, this is a challenging mana base. Because like this is the scary part. We keep this obviously, but like, do you get red or white? I mean, what you do is bloody hope there's a mountain on top. Everybody grab a leg. No, obviously you get white, Mirror. Why would you not get white? We've already got red. Yeah, now you're getting it. We're getting Maui'd. You're not invited. Yeah, it is kind of awkward not to invite the groom. I'll give you that. Eh. Build the board first. We've actually got a pretty threatening board next turn. We just go now, right? You got me? Are you going to put a dress on Edgar? If there's not a sound effect that says cake or death when they do that, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. Yeah, they really needed to kill on you last turn, and they didn't. And it's going to kill them. So like I said, Edgar was never a problem for us. It's okay. I have a plan. It's for them to draw land. Goodbye. That was pretty good. I gotta say, I am pleased with that experience. That was good. I wanted to see Edgar wear the dress too, but wasn't meant to be. Let's do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Look. Can I get a there is no cost to splashing in chat, please? I think all you have to do is type exclamation point splashing. Thank you, Thangarth. Really wasn't a problem though, was it? Resistance squad is futile. What are these lands? I don't think I've seen those before. They look weird, but I kind of like them. Where do I get them? I want them. I mean, probably just trade this off for that and slam Angie. This is power. No, mana value. I mean, the question is, do I want to use a removal spell to kill one of them? And it feels like the answer is probably not. But they can't even block this. I guess we start everything with an attack. Hey, what's up, Brittany? How you doing? I checked out some Raid Shadow Legends today. I actually really liked it. It was fun. And looks like we had 15 people try it out. I'd say some good times were had. Y'all want to see something cool? I think you'll have a good time. Have you played it before? Boom. Yes, that is what's cool. We're going to have a sacrifice. It's just Sim DG. There is another. Well, shucks. Sorry about your unbeatable mythic there. Guess I'll just have to kill you. Okay, so we definitely do want aim for the head against this opponent. Because there's a large head that we need to kill. 4 mana butt is better than 6 mana bomb, can confirm. My hand is really cold. I'm gonna have to try to like left-handed mouse this. Because my hand's just too cold. I don't love the knife. I think I'd like to swap the knife for a Gargantua. Other than that, I think I'm pretty happy with this. I probably could use a pair of mitts or something. It's cold down here, y'all. No, the heat's not broken. I'm downstairs. I'm in the basement. It's my first year streaming from the basement. But like, heat rises, cold don't. It's just cold. So where did they get these lands? Are these from a secret layer drop or what? Because if I can buy them, I want them. Okay, well, I don't want them enough to do that. The lands are in the store. 1,000 gems? That's expensive, but they are cool. They're the Draculia lands. I thought there were going to be more things like what we had in Ikoria with Dracula skins. It's 2,500 gems for all 5. How much is that? I have John telling me it's 15 and Scott telling me it's 5. $15 Canadian. Welcome back, Dan. Gotta be careful you don't accidentally sacrifice your card. What you got over there? What's up, Rachel? We get anything good? I feel like we kind of did. I feel like we kind of did. I actually enjoyed it, Dan. It was fun. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but today's stream was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, which I'd never played, and I got to check out. There's a referral code in here if you want to try it too. It's a mobile game that you can play on desktop, and I didn't really know anything about it, but like there's gonna be a time in my future, not that long away, where I'm gonna be really interested in mobile games. I didn't get to build the whole orc army out, but I did get my 2 main orcs buffed to like level 26. They were busting face by the end of it. This is a good attack from them. We're not really racing them. It's about 15 bucks US too. Okay. I don't know that I like them that much. Well, 50. I think John did the math for us on that one. I don't have any more artifacts, but they might. John, you hush. If I want Dracula standing on a car, I'm going to get Dracula standing on a car. Dracula standing on a car does last forever. Oh god, this is not what I needed. I'm going to die. I don't care for this at all. Money can be exchanged for useful goods and services. This is goods, and that's services. The Hobbit's a children's book. I wouldn't really put that in the same category. Like, read the Lord of the Rings saga if you want to read something. But I wouldn't just sit down and read The Hobbit. I don't think you would enjoy that as an adult. 4, 5. Well, if this is dead, I don't have to stress that much. I'd read Lord of the Rings over The Hobbit for sure. I haven't read any of the other books you're suggesting. Yeah, blood tokens are great. They're real good. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands we've looted away. It's a great book. It's just a children's book, right? Like, it's not for grown-ups.
I didn't quite think that one through. I've made mistakes and I have regrets, but we're not going to talk about it. This is how you do it. You make an obviously bad attack and trick them into not blocking. Like 3 plus 2 is 4. They do get a blood token. Why did it give me one? Ah, because the equipped creature gains it. Okay, makes sense. That's why it gave me one. Yeah, that's not how equipments used to work, but it is how this particular equipment works now. Well, it says the equipped creature gains it, not whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, right? If it said whenever the creature deals combat damage, do the thing, then they would get the token. If you've played with some of the older equipments, you can see why I was concerned about them getting the blood token. Not very concerned, but a little concerned. Boom, boom, boom. We got a mastery bubble too. I'm gonna go get our mastery bubble because we're getting closer to these sleeves. If I'd known we were gonna open Anyi, I'd have made sure we got Anyi sleeves, but I didn't know. I have not watched. I've never watched America's Got Talent. I mean, I like animals. I like dogs too. We're gonna get a dog one day. Just seems it's better to have the baby and then get the dog. You may be seeing a link. We don't allow links in chat here. People have posted some really gross stuff. All right, let's party. Very well trunk fish. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, sometimes cats are gross, man. This can't be right. It just can't be. I've got such a better line doing it this way. I'd rather not call my opponent stupid, drunk. I've certainly made some poor play decisions. And maybe, yeah, it would have made my play riskier. But I would prefer not to insult the opponent.
Woot.
Woot indeed, DJ. Thank you very much, my friend. Y'all spam some cats for DJ. Thank you, bud. But let's not call anybody stupid. Let's point out, as a learning opportunity, it usually makes sense to attack before you play your spells. Okay, so step 2 is we don't know that our opponent is a boy. So we're going to use they. If you have a problem with this, please let me know now so I can ban you. Because what you said, bud, was opponent played creature first, kinda stupid. Pretty easy to infer from that you mean that my opponent is stupid. So the right thing to do here is to say, hey, Travis, I'm sorry. Try typing that. It's easy. It's really easy, and it will make everyone happy. There you go. You are forgiven. We're happy. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem at all. But I'd like to refer to my opponents non-gendered. And there's like no reason we can't do that, right? Yeah. I know you didn't mean to, but I was like, you gotta stop being aggro in chat, man. Like, you've been here forever. You cool. All right, what do we do here? Let's try and figure this out. I need a way to kill this. Markov Retribution ain't it. So we draw a card. That ain't really it either. We could draw another card. What's up, Ayor? Yeah, the problem is I don't feel like I want to kill both of them, but I may need to. Yeah, double Markov is an option, but let's remember I'm at 19. That uses both of my removal spells to answer one threat. What if they play something else I can kill that's actually worth killing? It's also possible they Wolf Strike Anye, so like there's some risk associated, but it's all right. Yeah, but that's what we would be Markoving, right, Trunk? Because their board is not a threat aside from a 6/6. I'm definitely not scared of a 3/2 and a 1/1. Okay, but I think it's probably the line now. I think it would be too strong as an instant. We should be able to start taking over the game here in a minute. I think they were, Scar. But they didn't. Whee! Come game, what you got? Okay, I guess I'll just win with my other bomb and draw a million cards. I think a lot of people underestimate Anyi initially. She's really good. Well, sometimes you feel like you're stealing a win with Anyi, and sometimes you're like, she's just that good. But she real good. It's worse if you can't produce blood repeatedly. Do you have other vampires in your black-red deck? Because if you do, you can produce blood. Do you have other creatures in your black-red deck? Nope, I don't have any other creatures. Okay, you're right. It does take some work to make her work. I don't need the knife against them. I just need to not lose the early game. Lampad? I don't remember any particular lampad. Where do we get the white mana from? We've got 1 Plains and an Evolving Wilds to fetch it. And we've got enough... I didn't play Theros. We've also got tons of blood to discard it if we end up not needing it. I remember. Caw-caw! ¿Por qué no las dos? It's a questionable splash, but if I get into trouble, I'll just discard it. Because normally I'd want 3 sources, but with this much blood, I kind of don't mind. I have no idea. But I don't have to. I just have to cast vampires and win. So I'll do that. Get 2 tokens when you have an Anyi. Opponent is making suboptimal plays. I would agree with that statement. Oh shoot. There is I have a package that has arrived, and it's a package for Sim Wife. I need to get it before she gets home. I think this is just playable in a lot of decks, Garth. I don't think you're supposed to pick it particularly highly, but I think it's actually quite reasonable. You get anything good? Not really. Stream field trip? I'd take you with me, but I can't. He's been lacerated. Air fryers are good at heating corn dogs. I hadn't had a corn dog in a long time, man. I mean, they kind of are just a convection oven, but convection ovens are pretty cool. Sometimes you don't mind them attacking with their 6/6. That's dead, right? Bye-bye. That was not too shabby. I liked that one. It's fun to win in open bombs. And I was worried for parts of it. Jim Printer went burr. I like it. Like it good.
And of course, a big thank you to my patrons. Paul, Punk, Adrian, Hero, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Basti, Rich, Michael, and Brandon. Thank you very much for your support. If you'd like to become a patron, you can find a link down below where you can directly support my content, get your name up here in lights at the end of the videos, as well as get some other cool rewards. Thank you all very much. We'll see you soon.